Hello and welcome to vlog number 14. That is the number 14. It will go away now. Right, so since last time I've again not got much done. I've been busy, ill and busy. So I've only got a few things to show you this time, and I would say it's going to be a short video, but that sort of stuff never works out. This, finally painted after a long time. If you've been watching my videos from the beginning, you'll have seen this several times. You're going, I'm going to get this painted soon. In that exact voice. It may not have been in that exact voice. Right. This is my Reaper Bones Black Owlbear. And it has come out rather nicely, if I don't say so myself. So, yeah. Right. So, this is a model everyone has, and everyone has been painting. And in my campaign, I originally wanted owlbears to just basically be brown and bear coloured. Then I saw everyone else's paint job of this, and I thought, I can't do that, I have to do something more interesting with it. So, I looked at pictures of owls online, I looked at pictures of bears online, and I didn't really take much inspiration from the bears, because bears tend to not have interesting markings or anything. But the owls did, so I sort of picked my favourite things from several species, breeds, denominations of owls. Do owls have denominations? We don't know. And I sort of copied them, so I can't remember the names of the various kinds of owls. But yeah, I picked an eye colour I liked that owls have, and did that for the eyes. And I picked a kind of brownish owl, maybe a brown owl, that is a kind of owl, but I don't know. There is an ornithology expert watching this. There might not be, actually. There probably is not an ornithology expert watching this, but there may be someone who has a vague interest in owls going, what the fuck owl is this based on? Not a brown owl, what are you on about? You know nothing of owls, you strange man with hand and a camera. And to that I say, and also it's not a camera, it's a phone! Right, God, bloody hell, 3 minutes in. Yep, so, I tried to make it look a bit more interesting than just brown. I used brown, chestnut brown wash to pick out alternate feathers, which I had previously highlighted to an almost like bone white. So yeah, I picked out alternate feathers to give it owl-like markings. Yep, chestnut brown ink around the eyes as well to sort of give that kind of markings, and it's got feathers around its neck and on the tail. What I'm hoping Reaper will do is release some variant poses for this, because I'd quite like to have 2 or 3 owlbears, but if they're all going to be in the same pose, that's not going to help me, and I don't want to paint them up like different species of owls, because I don't think that would work as well visually. So if you're listening, Reaper, which you probably aren't, not because you don't listen to your customers, because no one watches this video. Yeah, different poses of this variant, please. I know you do an owlbear, a different owlbear in a different pose. I really don't like that one. Not a fan of it. This excellent owlbear. Well done. Doing a thumbs up there, but it's way out of frame. Well done. That's not in frame either. Not completely. Anyway, wow. Yeah, this is not going to be a short video, because I've wasted the first half of the allocated 10 minutes, which I usually aim for, and I'm wasting more of it now. Right, other miniatures. Okay, Mr. Owlbear, or possibly Mrs. Owlbear, you sit back there, out of focus. So, I ordered, yeah, I got off eBay an old Cold One and cut the head off it after having stripped the paint off with Dettol. Use Dettol to strip paint, it works quite well. And I've put it on the body of a new Cold One to make it look a bit different. Got filler on that bit there to cover up the kind of Aztec, are they called glyphs? The sort of Aztec decoration on that. I want to make this look a bit more plain. I'm not going for the sort of Incan / Aztec look of the standard Games Workshop Lizard Men for my Troglodytes. I'm going for a sort of more, I don't know, something just a bit more primitive. That guy's out of frame. If I move these along, there we go. Yeah. Hopefully today I will get these and their two other companions, which I've not bothered to take off the little painting things. I've put them on to hold while they paint, which are just paint pots with blue tack on top. That's how I do that. Yeah, so these have had weapon swaps to make them look less sort of... is Mesoamerican the correct phrase? Yep, sword on this one. He will have a shield. I haven't got around to doing the shields yet, actually. That'll be the last thing I do on these. I'm probably going to use shields from one of the Skeleton Warrior sprues. There's some quite interesting looking shields on there with no particular markings. Those with a sharp eye and sort of absolutely no life may have noticed that I've swapped the spear tops since last time. You saw these. That's a... is it Forest Goblin or Night Goblin spear tip? I think Forest Goblin. Yep. Probably Forest Goblin. Because, yeah, again, trying to get away from the Aztec look. These are sort of more, I don't know, sort of plain, more generic fantasy stuff. That's what I want to go for with my Lizardmen. So there we go. That's that. We're up to the 7-minute mark now, and this doesn't feel long enough. Oh yeah, I got the green of their scales on. This will require a bit of highlighting and shading actually, which I haven't done yet. Progress very slow. So what, I'm going to jump cut and try and find something interesting around the room to show you in the last couple of minutes I've got. It appeared as if from nowhere. Right, yeah, this was on the shelf. Haven't shown this to you yet. It's sat on the shelf because I haven't made a box for it yet. This is a... Now, who made these? You know what, I should think about what I'm going to say before I turn the camera back on. This is an air elemental. This was made by a miniature company that I cannot remember the name of for the chainmail game produced by Wizards of the Coast in the early 2000s. However, that is only a half-truth because only the top of it is that model. I found it in a sort of store bits box. Area 51 in Bristol, actually, very good store there. They've got boxes which, if you ask very nicely, you can rummage through, and they're full of bits of broken miniatures. And sometimes I find sort of nice pieces I can restore. This is one of them. So, yeah, top from the miniature I mentioned, and the funnel of it. That may be the correct term. I don't know much about tornadoes and so on. And I found the film Twister rather boring. Yep, so yeah, that I made out of milliput, and it's based on a Dungeon Saga base. by Mantic. Yeah, that's that. Need to say thank you to Shane from Foolish Games. He's a guy who sort of resells miniatures, for showing me a picture of the one he has, so I could judge how to sculpt this bit. It's not exactly the same as the original, but it's close and it looks good. And rather than being used as an elemental in my game, this is used to represent the Tempest spell effect. So, yeah, if Tempest has been cast, I plop this down in the room. You needed that sound effect there to help you picture that, didn't you? Right, so we're past the 10-minute mark now. There's been plenty of padding in this, I think, so I don't really have much to show you. I will bring everything back into frame for the end of the video. Okay, I'll get a few things back in frame. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal! And quotes like that. Yep, that's it. If you like this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, because this is the sort of thing you say at the end of a YouTube video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already and you would like to subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you for subscribing. And the thing with the bell, and share this video, or share some of the better ones. I know this wasn't one of my better ones. Yep. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell random passers-by in the street that Mort is making videos about his miniatures. So, until next time, I need a goodbye catchphrase.